And hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hello, everybody, wherever you are. This is Dr. Dwain Woode, and it is work time with Dr. Dwain Woode. Time when I come aside and spend some time doing some work. I have been talking about Q4, so the fourth quarter of the year. And it seems like I've been talking about it since last year, right? Because success in any particular year occurs not during the first days, the first hours, or the first month of a year, but it actually happens in the quarter, the last 3 months of the year before. And so we now are in the middle, right? Or actually a third of the way through the third or the fourth quarter of the year. And it's during this time when sometimes we get a little tired. We think, oh, I've done, this year has been going and I've been grinding, I've been doing my thing. And so we want to take a break and we sometimes let things slide. But I want to encourage you that during Q4, during this quarter, this is when you can have some major successes, because it is during this time when you get to dig in, when everybody else is starting to try to relax. Yeah, you're spending time and you're doing the things that you want to do in Q4, in the fourth quarter. And so that's what I've been talking about, the fourth quarter. And in particular, we are doing a series, and it's called Q4 Winning Moves. Q4 Winning Moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4, and strategies we're learning for navigating the year-end sprint to success. So during this time, when it seems like everybody else is taking a break, think about it. If you think about sports teams, if you think about businesses, this is when they dig in. This is when they are trying to meet their projections, right? And so during this time, I'm talking about Q4 winning moves. What are the things that we can do? What are some strategies that we can harness and we can put in place to navigate the year-end sprint to success? And during this period, during this time, I am doing something called time blocking. So time blocking allows for you to, guess what? To put your schedule in such a way that you are scheduling things so that you can be successful, right? Because we want to be successful during Q4. That's what this is all about, right? And so we do a little teaching, we do a little talking. If you're out there, you get your work together and we do work together. So we're going to do here in a little while, I'm going to mute the mic, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, and I'm going to actually do some work, right? So this is my work time. Before we do that, we're going to have a little conversation about some of these strategies that we want to use in our success during Q4. And we've been doing this now for about almost 3 weeks, right? We've been doing it for about 3 weeks. As I said, we're talking about this theme, right? Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4, and the strategies. And during these last 4 shows, last 4 episodes, and tonight will be the number 5, and then we've got 2 more after this, we've been using this book that I wrote called 7 Keys to Success. 7 Keys to Success. You see it there. Steps successful leaders use to create the life they want. And if you would like to get your free copy of that, you can get over to my website. That's Dwain Woode MD, Dwain Woode MD, and you can download your personal version, personal copy, that is, of the book, right? You hit the button there that says, yes, I want my free gift, and you'll get an email. You can go ahead and you can download that to continue working with us over the next couple of days. Now, let me say this. Q4, we've got 2 more months. So we're continuing to learn. We're continuing to learn those lessons and those tools that we need to be successful during this quarter. And so we've done already the first 4 chapters, and now we are working tonight on chapter number 5. Chapter number 5, y'all. And chapter number 5 of 7 keys to success, what we're talking about is we're talking about being a lifelong learner. So be a lifelong learner. That's chapter 5. And you'll see there, it says a lifelong learner is someone who never stops learning. They are curious and always looking for new ways to grow and to improve, right? So that's what a lifelong learner is. That's what a lifelong learner is. And as we talk about this series, right? I want you to feel like you've been learning some stuff, right? As we move into this episode, where we explore, the essentials, the keys to success. We've talked about 7 keys. That's what the book is called. And we are on key number 5. In this episode, we embark on a transformative journey into a world of lifelong learning. This is inspired by that chapter, right? As we delve into the concepts of being a lifelong learner, we recognize that success isn't solely about reaching a destination, but about embracing the journey, embracing the learning as an ongoing adventure. So lifelong learning and lifelong learners are individuals who present and possess an insatiable appetite, a curiosity, if you will, a relentless pursuit of growth. That's what they want. They understand that learning isn't confined to the classroom. It's a way of life for them, and that enriches every facet of what they do, every facet of their existence. And tonight, that's what we're going to spend some time talking about, lifelong learning. So let's talk a little bit about the lifelong learning mindset, All right, and there are several components of the lifelong learning mindset. Number 1 is continuous growth. So lifelong learners are committed to continuous personal and professional growth. They never stop seeking opportunities to enhance themselves. They never stop looking for ways that they can enhance their knowledge and improve their skills, right? So they're not content to just be. They're not just content to have what they have. And this goes along with another concept that we've talked about before, and that's the concept of the growth mindset. The growth mindset. And growth mindset says that I am not confined to where I am. I am able to learn. I'm able to develop. I'm able to get more than what I currently see. The skills that I currently have are not all the skills that I can get, and I can go out and I can improve myself. So that's a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, yeah, this is it. What I got is what I got, and I can't do anything else. And we don't want to be in a fixed mindset. We want to be in that growth mindset. So this idea of continuous growth for the lifelong learner, this mindset that we want to adopt, helps us to move forward because we are anticipating that there's more that we can do, right? So lifelong learning, continuous growth. So lifelong learners understand that learning is beyond formal education. So learning extends far beyond the boundaries, if you will, of formal education, the walls of a classroom, the walls of a school. Lifelong learners know that every experience, that is the things that we go through every day, the hurts, the pains, the failures, right, the setbacks, all of those are places where we can learn. And these are endeavors that we can use, and they can be a source of valuable insight. So everything around us, I was talking to someone just today, right? Someone called, a friend of mine was calling, we were talking, and right now they're having some challenges in their lives, in their life. And as I was listening, I was feeling a bit down. And then my friend said to me, he said, hey, I think of all of these things that happened to me, and I wonder, what is the lesson I'm supposed to be learning? So it's not fun. It's hard. It's difficult sometimes. But he says, I am taking time to process this and say, okay, what are the things that I'm supposed to be learning? So remember, all of our experiences, everything that we go through, it's all an opportunity to learn, to get better, to improve ourselves, improve our knowledge, improve the things that we do, and improve our skills. So lifelong learners, right? Lifelong learning, it enriches, right? They see this as enrichment in their lives. So learning is not a chore for the lifelong learner, right? It's a source of joy and enrichment and excitement. They approach every opportunity to learn with enthusiasm. They relish discoveries. They relish the things that they're going to learn. They relish the things that they're going to see along the way. Now, I'll tell you a little secret about myself. I love education. I love to learn. And I'm not, when I say education, I don't mean like necessarily formal education. Now, I do love that too. If I could be paid to just go to school and learn stuff, I would. Right? But I love the process of learning. That's one of the reasons I have such a good time here in this space, right? I enjoy being here because I'm always learning something new. I'm always learning a new way of doing something, some new technique of enhancing the visual of what you guys see. I enjoy listening to people talk about how to incorporate different methods of engagement. That's where this little guy came from. Right? You guys know my little dancing man, right? So this is where this fella comes from, right? And all the things that you see that we do on the channel. So I'm learning, I'm picking the brain of other people who are out there and see what they've done. And I can say, hey, how can I adopt some of those things? Right? So it enriches my life because I want to be a lifelong learner. So lifelong learners, right? They gain new knowledge. They know that it's a process of gaining new knowledge. Lifelong learning. So lifelong learners understand the profound value of gaining new knowledge. It's not only to broaden their horizons, but also it keeps them accountable. It keeps them adaptable. It keeps them agile in this ever-changing world because things are changing every single day. And if you're not a lifelong learner, you get left behind. And you look up one day like, oh my goodness, what happened? Well, what happened is that you stopped learning. So they gain new knowledge. And then they develop new skills. Lifelong learner or lifelong learning isn't just about acquiring information. It's about developing and practicing skills, right, that empower them to navigate life's challenges with confidence, y'all. Lifelong learning. And so when we talk about lifelong learning, lifelong learners, and wanting to be a lifelong learner, how do we go about doing that? Right? And there are lots of different ways, right? So one of my favorite people was Michael Jordan. Now, do you know that even as good as Michael Jordan was, as successful as he was at hitting those buzzer beater shots, as talented as he was, Michael Jordan kept practicing. Right? He continued to learn. He continued to learn his craft. How can I be better at what I do? So being a lifelong learner is a journey of self-discovery, a journey of growth. So these practical steps that we're going to talk about here can help you embark on this enriching, exciting path and unlock the endless possibilities that comes with a lifelong learning mindset. Okay, so what do we do? So one, we want to embrace curiosity. right? So you have to have the mindset that I'm going to be curious. Cultivate a curious mindset by asking questions. Don't just accept. Look for answers. Explore new topics that pique your interest. Be curious when someone tells you something. Curiosity fuels the desire to learn. I'm doing a class right now on critical thinking, and one of the things that we're encouraged to do is to ask questions. And sometimes, even if you're not asking those questions out loud, you're asking the questions in your mind as you're talking to people, as you are being given data. Right. One of the crazy things that's going on right now is that we are being constantly fed opinions. Yeah. Let's pause there for a second. So we're constantly being fed opinions. We're not being given data. We're not being given the ability to get knowledge, but someone takes the data, they assimilate it, they come up with a thought, they come up with a concept, they come up with an opinion about the data, and then they give it to us, and then we assume that. That's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have the ability to take information, process the information with our background, with our knowledge, with the vast experiences that we have, and then we conclude by coming up with an idea, right? So lifelong learning, they embrace curiosity. Lifelong learners, this is how to be a lifelong learner, right? Set learning goals. Just like you have goals for weight loss and finances and community and relationships, set learning goals. Define some clear learning goals and objectives. It could be acquiring a new skill. It could be delving into a new subject, or mastering a hobby, or having goals of reading in a certain area, taking a class. So having goals provide direction. I've said to you that I have a section in my app that's called Notion, and it's called Stuff I'm Learning. Right? So Stuff I'm Learning. And I'm gonna pop over to have you take a look at that real quick. All right, so here's my let me back up. And you'll see there, right, this is a list of the different folders that I have, and there's one there called Stuff I'm Learning. And so under Stuff I'm Learning, I just pop things that I'm interested in. I come across a website, I come across a quote, I come across a video, and I'll take a snapshot of it, a picture of it, I'll copy the link, and I'll put it in my Notion, and then I go back later and I look at that and say, hey, what do I need to look at, or what are these things that I've been accumulating, and so now I can go and I can cut them out. I look at the ones that I want to look at and get rid of others. Let's see, can I? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna come back and show you. So now I'm in, let's go back there. All right, so Stuff I'm Learning, I'm gonna go into Stuff I'm Learning. So this is a little timer that I wanted to use on the show that somebody showed me. Plant-based nutrition, right? So value proposition, insulin resistance, how to, right? I'm listening to different people. This is a guy, Alec. There's a software that I have called Moom that I wanted to get, so I went and I looked at that. The cure for literally every disease, right? Vegetarianism. So you see, so various things that I'm doing that I'm interested in, and so I just copy those and I put those here in my Stuff I'm Learning, and I go back later and I look at them. Yeah. So boom, there we go. All right. So Stuff I'm Learning. Okay. So set learning goals, right? So what am I going to learn? What new skill am I going to develop? Diversify your sources, right? Explore a variety of learning resources. Read books, articles, research paper, watch documentaries, attend seminars and lectures, right? There's so many things that are online now that you can do. You can gain lots of experience, lots of knowledge by just going through and watching those, right? So diversify your knowledge, right? Seek feedback. Look for people to give you honest and open opinion about things that you're learning. Look for constructive criticism. It's a valuable source of improvement that helps you refine your skill, your knowledge, right? So if you're trying to learn in a particular area, find those people who are good in that area and talk to them. Say, hey, do you mind? Find a mentor, right? There are a lot of people that I claim as mentors right now. I've never met them, but I follow them. I listen to them. I run some of my thought process through the systems that they've come up with. And then I have people who give me feedback, right? Ask them and say, hey, what do you think of this idea? What do you think of this? What do you think of this concept, right? So seek feedback. Share your knowledge. So teach somebody else, right? Teach somebody else. In medical school and in residency, the idea was see one, do one, teach one. So somebody showed it to me, so I saw one. I did it, so I became proficient in it, and then I taught it to somebody else. And you don't know whether you know something until you can teach it to somebody else, right? So share your knowledge. And then stay inquisitive. Stay inquisitive, right? Don't just let things, don't just accept the status quo, right? Stay up to date with industry trends, advancements, and emerging technologies. Lifelong learners are adaptive and addicted and agile in this ever evolving and changing world, right? So share your knowledge. Keep a learning journal. So document your insights, your thoughts, your reflections on learning. How many times have you had an idea that came up and you say, hey, that's a great idea, and then you didn't write it down, and later on you remember that it was a good idea, you remember, but you couldn't just put your finger on it because you didn't write it down. Go ahead and do that. Lots of ways that you can do that. Once again, I've showed you how I do it. I've got day one that I use. I've got my Notion that I use. I've got a memo, audio memo. Memo, it's called Memo, right? On the iPhone that I use, right? And so I record things. In fact, I was doing something for this episode and I recorded it, and then I came back, transcribed it, and then used it. I'm using it, some of it right now. So keep a journal, document it, review your notes, because that helps to reinforce the learning and the tracking and the progress, and it becomes a manual for later. Yes? Okay. And then challenge yourself. Step out of your comfort zone. Seek out challenging subjects, activities that stretch your knowledge and your skill. Embrace it. Embracing challenges fosters growth. Okay? All right. And so here's an exercise. Here's the exercise I want you to do. It's called our lifelong learning roadmap. Number 1, reflect on your learning journey. Right? So where have you been? What's been going on? Right? First thing I want you to do. Number two, identify your learning goals. Figure out some goals, right? And we talked about how to set goals, SMART goals. We did a show on that. Go back and watch that one. Create a learning plan, or a detailed learning plan. This is what I'm going to be learning. This is the skill I want to develop. This is the certification I want to get. I want to delve into this area. I would like to know more about this. I want to be better at this hobby, right? Find an accountability partner, right? They don't have to be someone that's in the area. It would be nice to have someone that's in the area that you're going to, but you just need somebody that's going to hold your feet to the fire, that holds you accountable. Say, hey, you said that you were going to do such and such. How have you done that? Have you done that? What progress have you made? Then track your progress by journaling. There's that journaling again. And then inspire somebody else. That's the exercise. Right? So we want to make this Q4 successful. And if we're going to do that, we've got to not just listen, but we've got to take action. And here's an opportunity for you to take action on this idea of being a lifelong learner. Right? So make sure that you are doing that. And if you remember from last night, what we said last night was that we were going to, there's an exercise that we did that is on, it should be in the show notes. And I want to do something really quickly before we continue here, because last night I didn't do the review, right? So I want to do that really quickly. And this is a review from the stuff that we learned, that we talked about last night. Remember last night we were talking about what? What were we talking about? Celebrating success, right? So here are some key points. Celebrate every success. This goes also for lifelong learning. Celebrate successes. As you are learning information, as you're getting more data, as you're becoming proficient, celebrate it. Right? When you celebrate, it's a motivation booster. It gives you kind of some wind beneath your sail. Inspire other people, just like when you are a lifelong learner, you want to inspire other people. When you celebrate your goals, when you celebrate milestones, it inspires other people who are watching you. Say, hey man, if Dwain can do that, I can do that also. You want to personalize the celebrations. Make them particular to you. What do you like to do? How do you behave? What would be significant for you? And then join the celebration challenge, right? The exercise that we did, right? You were supposed to plan a celebration, take pictures, take video, and then come back and let us know. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments, send it on our Facebook page, send it in some of our social media pages. Right, so that's what we were doing for our celebration last night. And then, of course, our exercise now is to develop a roadmap, develop a learning roadmap. And it doesn't have to be, this is not your 50 year. This is something, you can do something now that you want to do, something that you want to get better at. Okay? So as we talk about Q4 winning moves, behaviors to help succeed in Q4, strategies for navigating the year-end sprint to success. That's what we're doing, y'all. That's it. And we're going to continue doing that as we move further and further into the month. Now, here we are at the end of October. And as a matter of fact, we are now in November because it's after midnight. It's after midnight. If you've not already done so, I want you to get over to the my YouTube. And some things I want to point out. Number one, notice we're just over 3,000. We're continuing to grow. If you've not done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Send it to other people. Send it to your family, your friends. Let them know what we're doing here. If you scroll through, you'll see lots of the videos that we've been doing. And of course, you see there our Q4 success. Right, that's this series that we're doing. You'll see all of those. Tonight is episode number 18. Episode number 18. But on our show, right, on the channel, we do a show every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. And last night we talked about obesity epidemic. Last week we talked about lifestyle as medicine, vegetarianism. We talked all about diets. We talked about how to read labels, how to fight this war for our health as we deal with processed foods. Right, so many things that are on there on the YouTube channel. So once again, if you've not done so, go ahead and subscribe, get over to the channel, and become a part of this community that we are building. Okay. On the website, as I mentioned, if you have not already done so, you want to go ahead and get your copy of 7 Keys to Success. You'll see there. It's a free resource that we've made available to you. The newest offering, the newest component or newest program in our group on the website. And what we're doing is this unmasking the sweet truth about sugar. Sweet truth about sugar. You can't have a conversation about chronic disease without talking about sugar. And this begins to help you unearth this problem that we see that's growing, and you can begin by learning about sugar and begin taking charge of your health and of your life. So you can get that there. It's a self-paced course. There's a workbook, there's an assessment that you go through, and there's a certificate you get after you complete the course. All right. If you would like to have me as part of your team, part of your community, part of your accountability, right? So we have the Next Level Coaching Program, and you'll see it there. You can go to sign up to have me work with you directly. And then on our website as well, you can take access or get access to our blogs. Those are free once again. So several things that we are doing, and how to understand the role of food and how it affects our bodies. We've done, of course, there's one that we did on time blocking. Where is that one? Time blocking, which is what we're going to be doing here in just a minute, right? So how do you go about time blocking? And so you can get there and you can find out more about what that means and how you can use it to be successful, right? So I know I'm scrolling through, but you get the idea. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into our work time. I'm going to put you behind the scenes, and then I have some things that I've got to do. So we'll do that, and we'll come back. We'll talk here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get to that right now.
Take a real close look now. Soon you'll realize you don't know what's coming down. I got you hypnotized. Take a real close look now. I'm going to show you how. I'm about to get down. So keep it up right now. So keep it up. So keep it up with me. I need to move. I need to feel the beat. Don't be a fool. You wanna hang with me. Life isn't easy. You gotta roll the dice. You wanna change. Join the paradise. So bring it on if you wanna hang with me. Alright. You know I know we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no
about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free
All right, all right, all right. So hopefully you are doing some work out there, and you get some things done. I did several things. As we were doing, I had to put a thumbnail for this show that we're doing right now, so I did that, and I added it there. Probably should have waited because I had to upload, and so it interrupts some of the speed. What else did I do? I made some changes to a couple of titles. I was looking at some statistics, and then I was actually working on music. So you heard the new music because I was doing that here as we were on air, and I need to remember to download those because I was trying to find some new music. I need to download those so that I have them on my system and they play from here. Because while I was streaming to you, I was downloading, and I think some bandwidth issue that I had there. So you may have heard some choppiness. Okay, so so that's what I was doing, and tonight I'm just filling in some things. I've got to answer some messages that I received earlier today, yesterday. And I try to do those several times a week within 24, 36 hours of somebody's sending me a message. So I'm going to have to do those. So right now, we're going to end for tonight, but we're coming back tomorrow night, right? Because we are moving through and continuing in our series. And remember, the series is called Q4 Winning Moves. That's the things that we do, behaviors to help us succeed in the fourth quarter, right? So that's what we want to make sure that you are doing, that you're coming out and you're learning what are the things that we need to do in the fourth quarter. Strategies for navigating the year-end sprint, y'all, to what? Sprint to the success. And this last several episodes we've done, we've been using the book 7 Keys to Success by yours truly. You can go to the website, go to our website, and you can download a copy. You can download a copy of that, and let me go ahead and pull that up again for you so that you can see where that is on the website. Okay, 7 Keys to Success. Download your free copy of that. Also, our newest, the newest member, if you will, of our program, and that is Unmasking the Sweet Truth About Sugar. That's an online course that we've designed, and it's available for enrollment. It's self-paced, and just a wonderful opportunity to begin taking charge of your health as we move through Q4. Go ahead also and if you are interested in coaching, if you feel stuck, if you are not sure how to make changes, if there are changes you want to make, you know how to make them, but you need somebody in your community to be accountable to, I would love to be that person. I would love to be a part of your community, of your group, as you are part of mine. You can sign up for our next level coaching, and then our blog that's there. If you go to Buzzsprout, Buzzsprout or podcast or whatever your podcasting software is, you can find me there as well. It's called Do You Know with Dr. Dwain Woode. Do you know with Dr. Dwain Woode? And then, of course, onto our YouTube channel. Make sure you get over there and that you, let's see, not that one. That's, so that was my stuff I'm learning. YouTube channel, and make sure you sign up to, so that you can get notified when we go live, when we do new things. I said sign up, but I meant subscribe. Share that with your family, share that with your friends, and then come on back as we continue this Q4 winning moves as we move into this month, the month of November, and then December, and then we're going to be excited to get into the new year. On our channel, we do a show at 7 o'clock. We do a show at 7 o'clock Central on Mondays, And this is Diabetes Awareness Month. So come on back for that show and learn with us about this war for our health that we are fighting. And then, of course, come back to this space, bring your material with you, bring your work with you so that we can work together. Now, I did get, let's see if I can pull that up. I did get a message earlier, and I guess let's just do that shout out. Do that shout out right now. This message that I received this morning, I believe it was, and let's see where are we. There we go. Shawana Ruth, she said, "Hi, I love the work time episodes, but can never catch one live. I'm always falling asleep. Do you do them at different times during the night? I would love to catch live." And Shawana, right now, the time is 11 o'clock. Now I am planning to do this as a more integrated part of the evening. And so I'm thinking about changing that time around. Let me know what time would work. And if you're out there and you want to join us, this is my work time that I use, right? And I realize that it's later in the evening, morning, afternoon for wherever you are right now. And I am working to see how I can integrate this so that we can have a more people that come on, right? So let me know, drop me a line on our social media platform. Shawana, I'm doing a shout out for you. Thank you for engaging with us. And for anybody else who's out there, you can drop that so that as we consider what we're doing, right? As we move into Q4 and as we get ready for the new year, right? We begin to take those times into consideration. Okay, but if you can join us now, that'd be great. And as we get a more regular schedule and integrate it more into the channel, I would love to hear from you to see what would be good for you. So that's it, Joanna, and we'll send a message to say thank you there. Jeff Gilmore, yeah. Thanks for going into your own journey. And this is on our main show. We talked about obesity. I hope you go into detail regarding your type 2 journey in November. And Jeff, come on back and you'll hear a lot more about what's been going on with me. Okay. So that's it for now. There's some other ones of you who have said some other things, and we'll do those shout outs as we go into this show and into our main show on Monday nights at 7 Central. Okay, I was just say our main show, our other show, right? Because this is going to be a main part of what we do here on the channel. Anyway, well, thank you for being here. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology, y'all. And here on the channel, I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health, your life, avoid complications, go to the next level, and create the life you've always wanted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on the replay, put replay, send us a message and say hello, and we'll see you at the next episode, the next video, and on social media in the social space. Good night, good morning, good afternoon.